at it again, baby, and we have an interesting one. ESPN host Stephen A. Smith. Let's dive in.
Stephen A. said that every black person in America should vote Republican for at least one election. Stephen A. Smith is joining me now. Stephen, who are you trying to send a message to? Republicans, Democrats, African Americans, all of the above?
Stephen A. Smith? Whoa. And listen, I used to watch Stephen A. Smith on ESPN just about every day. I forgot what the name of that show was. First Take, him and Skip Bayless. Because I used to be really big into sports, you know what I mean? So I used to check out, the latest news on sports, see what's going on. Him and Skip Bayless used to go at it, and at least for a little while, it was super entertaining. But never knew about this clip.
I'd go with all of the above. That sounds about right, but specifically the Democratic Party from the standpoint that I definitely believe that the black vote has been taken for granted, and primarily the black community is at fault in my estimation in that regard, simply because on one hand, we're giving one party our vote because they've successfully gone about the business of convincing our community that the other party, the Republican Party, is completely against the interest of the black community. And as a result, we've been very transparent in our support. We've bought it hook, line, and sinker. We look at the Republican Party. I'm not talking about every single one of us, of course, but vast majority of black Americans look at the Republican Party as the enemy. We look at the Democratic Party, even tacitly, as our support base. And as a result, we are very transparent in our support for them.
Definitely agree. I mean, across the board, and it's wild when you really sit down and think about what is actually happening. Just about, if I had to guess off the top of my head, I don't have any official statistics or anything. If anybody knows, let me know in the comment section. I would say 95% of black people vote Democrat. Just without even, in a lot of that is without even question, without even really thinking about it. Like, that's just the party. If you were black, you were supposed to vote Democrat. And as Miss Sunny Hostin said in a video that we checked out, if you are a Republican and you are black, you are an oxymoron. That's how you're seen. Or you're seen as the wrong term, which is Uncle Tom. But, we all know that's actually the wrong term. But people call you these derogatory things when you sway away from the Democratic Party and you vote Republican. They see you as a traitor. Oh man, you're just wanting to please the white man. And it's just like, wait, what? As if there aren't white Democrats too. How does that even make any type of sense? But yeah, I agree with Stephen A, man. That's on point.
As our support base, and as a result, we are very transparent in our support for them. So because of it, they have a license to take us for granted. The Republican Party has a license to summarily dismiss us because they believe they'll never get our vote anyway. And then we end up finding ourselves devoid of any kind of representation whatsoever because nobody is really competing to garner our vote and our support.
Yeah. The Democrats could take advantage of it because they already know, hey, we got it. Like, as Joe Biden said, you ain't black if you don't vote for me. Or I forgot the exact quote, but he said something along those lines, which was totally ignorant. And just like, according to a lot of black folks, they would agree with that. You ain't black if you don't vote Democrat. Don't matter who's on the Democratic ticket. If you ain't voting left, you ain't got no melanin. Which is just wild to even think about.
Because nobody is really competing to garner our vote and our support. So I said what I said because I wanted folks in my community to stand up and recognize that if you go to a house or you go buy a car or whatever the case may be, you don't just see something you want and say, I want that. Tell me what the price is and I'll pay for it. Somebody has to flatter you in order to garner your dollars and your support. I think the same should apply to politicians who represent us.
Let me put this in the context of 2016, because I think given the...
I definitely agree with that statement. Like you said, you don't just walk up. I mean, there's a negotiation process. You have to convince me. Now, I may want the product already, but I'm not just going to buy it for the price that you're selling. If I know for sure that I can get a better price, like we're going to negotiate. Like, hey, what if I, do this? Could you give me this at that price? We shouldn't just be handing our votes to anybody. Show me what it is that you're actually doing. Don't give me lip service. That's another thing too. Some of these politicians are really good at giving lip service, selling pipe dreams, doing a bunch of talking, and then as soon as they get in office, it's nothing. Nothing is being done. Nothing is really happening. Everything's going to crap, and all these sorts of things. So not only listen to what individuals are saying, but look at their track record and see what they've actually done, because that's important, Actions speak louder than words. You can tell me all day long, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and this over here, I'm gonna knock that out. And if you don't do it, that means absolutely nothing to me. So I agree.
To represent us.
Let me put this in the context of 2016, because I think given the monolithic nature of the African American vote, a lot of Republicans don't even make the ask. Rand Paul is making the ask. Is there anything that he can say you think can change this equation?
Well, first of all, he can highlight some of the inconsistencies and discrepancies the opposing party might be throwing in our direction, things that we may not know. That's number one. Number two, one of the things that you need to do as a Republican, particularly if you're running for the presidency, you have to surround yourself with a bunch of folks that look like us and not just you, that look like Hispanics and not just you.
So I think Stephen A. had a great idea there. You guys can let me know what you think could be done to convince individuals who have always voted a certain way to at least think about doing something different. Like I said, I think Stephen A. had a great idea to begin with. I'm sure some of you guys have some great ideas as well. Comment them in the comment section, please. I'm interested in hearing them. But yeah, Stephen A., talking about highlighting the inconsistencies in terms of what people are saying and actually doing once they get in office, but also highlighting the history of it all, because that's one part of it that a lot of people don't know quite yet, is the history of everything, the true history, because we got history, but we don't have the true history, or a lot of people don't know the true history of it all, because it's been twisted a different way. So highlighting that, I think, would do a whole lot of good. But like I said, I'm not going to sit here and act like I have all the answers, because I know that I don't. I'm sure you guys have a lot better answers than ones that I could come up with, especially answers just off the top of my head sitting here. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think the answers to that would be. And let me know what you thought about it. Do you guys watch ESPN? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button before you go. And thank you once again to everybody that are sharing these videos on social media. I greatly appreciate it. To everybody continuing to hit the like button. It means the world to me. Because once again, these videos don't get pushed out into the algorithm without your help. And you guys have been wonderful, man. And I can't thank you enough. Continue to hit the like button, commenting in the comment section, even if you just want to leave a comment for the algorithm. I appreciate all of it. Thank you guys. Thank you. All right. Peace and love. I'm out.